Well, hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 17th of July 2023 and this is episode number 156. Anywhere you can find me will be down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today will also be down in the description box. Whoa. We have had a really bad stormy weekend here in the UK, just gone. Winds, real but warm wind. Oh my gosh. We've had a lot of rain, which is good. You know, that is a good thing. But yeah, that wind was, I don't like wind. I really don't. All the elements out there, and it's the wind I don't like. Talk about elements, I tell you what I saw this morning for the first time this year. I got up early and sat having my cup of tea this morning, and I see a leaf drop off the tree over the front. So autumn, snowy, it will be here soon. That's all I can say. You do know in my little word, I've said it before, in my little world, in my little brain, as soon as August hits, we're in autumn. So it's autumn and August, that's all I say. I just love autumn. Oh my gosh. Oh well, but what else is nothing else has really been happening over the week, to be honest. I've been doing a lot of crafting. I've been up here and doing a little bit of sewing and stuff. Is there anything else? Not really. I popped out this morning and did a bit of a food top up, but nothing exciting. Went to the charity shop and got nothing. But that happens. But as I've said before, the more you go, the more chance you got. So just keep on hunting. That's what it is. But yeah, it's a bit of an old funny one today. I really feel for the people over in Europe and obviously Canada with their fires. And oh my gosh, what is happening here at the moment? Hey, what is happening? That's all I can say. But yeah, I'm thinking of everybody. I really am. Right then, okay. Little Elmy is in the bedroom next door. Soundy sleepies. He is a little devil, that boy. He is. We thought we'd lost him. We don't know how we thought we'd lost him, because let's face it, you know what I mean? If we go out out the back door, we shut the middle door, so we can't, you know what I mean? So, but could we find him? And here he was, tucked in the middle of the bed, under the bed, sound asleep. Didn't even answer to his name or nothing. He was sounder, the little devil. But he got up early with Mum this morning, you see, and then he had playtime like he always does. So he's obviously exhausted the little lad out, hasn't it? Dear me, what are we going to do with him, eh? Right then, okay, so I think I'm going to hop right in, to be honest. I just would like to say a big thank you to everybody that has left comments on any of my videos. And yeah, you know, and also the reaction that I had to my tutorial that I did last week, which was the Hexagon one. So was it last week or week before? I think it was, yeah. And yeah, so thank you ever so much for all your kind comments on that. And also thank you to everybody that has brought me a coffee, and also sent us over, you know, over on Super Thanks. So thank you so much. Okay then, right, so I think we're going to hop right in. As I say, we've got a right mix today, we really have. So we've got cross stitch, we've got crochet, and we have that progress on my Hexagon quilt as you go quilt. Okay, right, so let's start, shall we? Let's start with the cross stitch. Now, as you all know, I have been doing now where has the pattern gone? What have I done with the pattern? Oh, must be over here. Let's have a look, see if I can find the pattern. Oh wow, what have I done with the pattern? I kept it out. Obviously I kept it out because I always do. Oh dear. Oh, so it's by, oh man, I can't believe this. Oh, anyway, right, okay. Unfortunately, I can't find the pattern. I've got a collection of patterns that I'm sending off to somebody soon. And I know it's Country Cottage Works and it's Count Your Blessings. I have shown it on past videos, but it's in the bottom of that bit there, and it's got big boxes on it, and I just can't lift them at the moment, unfortunately. Well, anyway, I have finished it to what I would like it to be like, because the way I'm actually going to fully finish it, is going to be, I've got something in my head. You know I'm going to find these as soon as I've finished doing this, don't you? It's annoying me, because I thought I left them out. I really did. I must have put them in there by accident. Anyway, right, so this is what I have done, and I haven't put the trees on, and I haven't actually put the bit on the bottom, because as I said, when I get round to fully finishing it, I've got something in mind. Now, I used just my own threads out of stash, so I just matched the best I could. I did actually stitch it on 25 count Lugana Mocha, I think is the colour. I got it from Wool Warehouse a long time ago. It was lovely to stitch on, I must admit. I really, really did enjoy it, and I am glad that I have got it finished to where I want it now. So yeah. So while I was actually getting ready and kitting up, so I did get the box out at the weekend, you see, to kit up something else, I did find that I've still got some ones that I have still got to fully finish. This is the Laurie Holt's one that I've got to do, and this one was a hands-on designs. I hear the bells. I've got to finish that. I'm still debating whether to do that in a drum, actually. I'm really debating on that. I think that just calls out for a drum, doesn't it? So I've got these three to finish completely, fully finish. So, yeah. I've really got to have a fully finished day, haven't I think. I really, really do. But yes, I'm really, really happy with the way... Really, really happy with the way that that one has finished, has ended up. So while I was actually doing this, I don't know what made me do it. I just got it out and I thought, I better put some stitches in this because I'm so close to finishing it, and I just could not be bothered to set up, put it in its hoop, because yeah, I take it out of its hoop and its frame and all stuff. Put it in its, its hoop, and and then obviously tie it all to the little work table and all blah blah blah. And I thought, oh, you know, I'll just do the bottom bit by hand, stitch in hand. Now you all know that I've tried this many times and I haven't succeeded, and I had actually given up. And I think it's the frame of mind you have. I really do. It's you know, all the other times I thought, oh, you know, I really would like to do this, and then, you know, I just didn't do it. And then it was like that with the magic loop, wasn't it, with the socks? I tried and tried, couldn't do it. And then I thought, oh, you know, one time I left it a few weeks, picked it up, and I thought, right, I'll give it a go. If I do it, I do it. I don't. And I did it. You know what I mean? And now that's my go-to way. So them actual words there at the bottom, I did stitch in hand. I know, because I thought if I you know, if I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. Basically. So anyway, I came up here and I got this stuff out, and I already knew that I was going to do one of the ones that my lovely friend Jeannie gifted me. Hi, sweetie. She gifted me these two beautiful autumn ones, and it is Primrose Cottage Stitches Pumpkin Kisses, and the other one is Primrose Cottage Stitches, and this is Welcome Autumn. So yet again, you know what I mean, I just go through stash because, yeah, fair enough, I know the colours look absolutely stunning on there. on their piece of cloth. But you know, I mean, if you're using different cloths and stuff, you know, you need different threads, don't you? So anyway, I got everything kitted up. Got downstairs and realised I'd brought all my hoops and everything up with this one, you see, and I hadn't taken them back down with a new bag. And I thought, oh, I really can't be bothered to go upstairs. I will try the stitch in hand, and I've got it. It's clicked. So I don't think I'm going to be using hoops from now on, but this one is on Ada, I will say, and that's a spare piece of Ada that I brought when I went to, whoa, the Knitters and Stitch at the Ali Pali in 2019. That was the last time I went there for now. Anyway, and there was a piece of Ada left over from a project that I'd done, and I did the, you know, the calculation, because it tells you on the back, you know, for the size 14 count, which is what I'm using, the actual design size. So yeah, because this is a small one, the stitch count on this is 39 by 72. And I thought, right, so I got out my threads and stuff and I started it. I've just done a little bit more and I am loving this so much. Look at that. So yeah, as I say, I have just pulled from stash. So this is the one I'm doing first. And then I've also picked up another piece of cloth out of stash for my other one. So when I finish that, I'll be starting this one, and I'm doing it on that. That is just going to look so smart on that. I can't wait. That's going to be brilliant, isn't it? Oh, excited. So yeah, so as I say, yet again, flossers all from stash. I'm just matched up the best I could, and oh, absolutely loving this. Oh, I really am loving it. So yeah, so as soon as that, say this one's finished, this one will be started. So I am so excited. And I've got this in, cool, I made this ages ago, one of my project bags with the pumpkins, and it's got a bit of fabric, and I've got one of my little notions pouches, yet again with the pumpkins on, and I've got my pumpkin needle minder there. I haven't made any of these for ages, actually. I really haven't. Yeah, but I wish I could find some more of this fabric. Oh, I love this fabric. So yes, I'm all autumn already in my cross stitch, and I'm loving it. I really am loving it. Right then, okay, so next up we have the progress on my Quilt As You Go quilt. Now, I have put the ones that I've already done together, and I've got to, all the others cut out, and I've got to put all them together to do the next stage. And this is how it's looking so far. Oh, just loving this project so much. Hang on, there we go, that's better. So much. I really am, and the back is just so much fun. Oh, it really is. Oh, I'm just loving it, absolutely loving it. So yeah, as you know, I am going to be trying to fit in this quilt as many different patchwork and quilting techniques in each hexagon. So yep, I'm all set up and ready to go to do the next one, because the first one I did was the stitchery, and then the next one I'm going to do is completely different, actually completely different. So really chuffed with that, really chuffed. I just love it so much, I really do. Also, just to go back to the cross stitch, when I'm going to do my finishing on these, I'm going to try something different, so bear with me on that one as well. And if it's successful, obviously I'll let you all know. I've got to see if I can get to a range. Unfortunately, we don't have a range. Mind you, in this little town we don't have a lot really, so I have to drive quite a distance to there's two, one that way and one that way, but they're quite far. So, and I have had a couple of you, oh, thank you so much, to let me know they've got their autumn stuff out, and oh, I can't wait to see that. So but yeah, I've got a couple of things in mind on how I'm going to finish these. So yeah, leave that one with me, Right then, now here comes the crochet. Now, as you all know, I'm making the shawl out of the West, and I've remembered to bring it up this week, out of the West Yorkshire Spinners Sundance book, and for my mother-in-law to go with her cardigan for Christmas present. I'm making this shawl without the tassels, but I am making this shawl. And when you see it last week, I think I had one row together, I think. Let's have a see if I can just get a, that's the close up. They've actually used for the centres 3 different colours, and then you make the hexagon, and then on the final row you join it together. But right, oh hang on. Ooh, there we go. Right, so now I've only got to do 2 rows. After this one I'm going to do 2 rows, and then it's finished. Basically, it's absolutely finished. And as you know, I am using the, it's a merry-go-round, isn't it? It's the pastel rainbow merry-go-round. I think that is. I know I kept the label. I always do. Here it is. Yeah, merry-go-round. It's the Wonder Soft acrylic by Stylecraft, of course. And it is called the Pastel Rainbow. So yeah, so that's your label. It's a DK weight, and there is the colour right there. Okay, so I'm doing that as the centres, so I don't have to keep doing the colour changes all the time. I'm really happy with the way it's turning out, and my main colour, I am using the leftover yarn from the cardigan, so that'll be matchy matchy, which is the Women's Institute from Hobbycraft in the colour cream, and it is a beautiful, it's a buttercream. It's beautiful colour. It really is. And this is the shawl so far. As I say, I make me little rings first for a row, me little centres. And then, because it is a join as you go, and then I just take them off as join them. I have the pattern in my head now. I was sitting there thinking yesterday, actually, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? You know, because a lot of us have been doing this for a lot of years. You know what I mean? A lot of years. And how many patterns have we had fixed in our head? And then we move on to another one and it goes. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking that yesterday. I have funny thoughts like that sometimes. But yeah, I am really happy with the way this has turned out. So I'm going to be adding this row on this afternoon and then starting the next one. But as I say, I've got this one to add on, and then I've got to do 2 more after that, and it's finished. And then we've got to find a nice dry day, because I'm just good at the size of it. I'm going to block it on the line. So I'll give it a quick bath and then peg it along the top and all around the bottom on the line, and then that's finished. That's another Christmas present finished. Now, can I do this now or not? Right, no, I'll try and explain it to you first, and then if anybody needs any further information, then I will actually show you it next week. I think I'll do it that way. Right then, obviously, without giving any information or too much information away, because this is a paid-for book, as I say, I'm using the one colour for the centres. And then when it says, because it says here, using B, you do 1 row. Then C, you do another row. And then let's have a look. Yeah, and then you join in the next colour on round 3, and then on round 4 is when you do your cream. Now, I've got nothing against this designer, nothing at all. It's just, you know, I have been, you know, the way I was taught to crochet over 50 years ago is, you know what I mean, to simplify things the better you can. So in here on the round 4, you join on the cream and you do a round. And then, for some reason, the designer has said to fasten off and then rejoin the cream into a 2-chain space, where, to be honest with you, the 2-chain, you do your you're joining slip stitch, and then you've only got to go over one stitch, and then you're in the corner, slip stitch it. I always say, and I always have done, slip stitches are amazing. They're traveling stitches. They can help you from travel from one place to another without being seen. So every one of those there that I have done, I have not cut off that yarn and added onto it. You know what I mean? And added it on again, only a couple of stitches away. So join into the top of the chain 3, slip stitch into that chain space. Then what I have done is I've done a chain, then a DC, and then carry on. Carry on with the pattern. It works. Now, if anybody do want me to show you, I will gladly show you. I really don't mind, but that is all you've got to do, is it's a couple of stitches. Slip stitch it rather than cutting it off and rejoin it, which is wasting yarn. You know, we don't do waste yarn on this channel. No, we don't. Now, also as well, with the centres, obviously you are, how much did that say you needed? Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 50-gram balls. Oh, hang on, I tell a lie. Yeah, 6 50-gram balls that said was needed. Okay, and obviously you're not going to use all that. You know what I mean? You're not going to use all that. So this is still my first 100-gram ball of yarn. And I'm down to 8, I think. So I have a 7 and a 6 to do. So that's 2, 7, 14, says 13 more of them to do. So I have this, and I also have this little bit left over, which I bought the same time from Rebecca's hat. Remember that I made it for Christmas last year. So I've weighed these, and I have definitely enough. I might even be able to get them out of this. If not, I have a backup, but I'm going to tell you next week exactly how much I used. You know what I mean? You don't have to go out and buy all that yarn. You really don't. So just give me another week. As I say, I might get them all out of this, what's left. So, you know, getting the centres out of a 100-gram ball, or, you know what I mean, it's going to be 100 or 200 grams of acrylic, or even if you buy the 50-gram balls, it'll be 3. Do you know what I mean? So, which is a lot more cost effective, isn't it? A lot more cost effective, which is what we like. So, yeah, and I will tell you exactly next week how I have done. Also, I did invest in another bobbin. My other one's down on my genie, isn't it? So on my genie, I've got my cream one, and I've got this on. Obviously, this one I did invest in it. I got one off of eBay for £3 something, new as from a shop, with postage free, and well worth every single penny, because now, you know what I mean, I'll do them cream. I hook that on, take that off, put that on, and then just pop the cream one in the bag, and it saves me keep having to take it off and put it on, and so on, and disturbing the yarns. So I really am happy that I've got 2 bobbins, but I'm really enjoying that. I will be happy when it's finished, because you think I've done the cardigan in DK. I did the Union Jack blanket, which is still sat over there. He's so busy I haven't been able to get over and see him. In an Aran. Now I'm doing this in the DK. I need something a bit thinner in my hands. So, oh my gosh, I came across, and I'm all ready nearly to start this, and it's got a hashtag, and it's got an amazing hashtag, this shawl. It was originally free, but that was a while ago. I don't actually know if 2019, so yeah, I reckon that was just launched as free. But I tell you what, this pattern on Ravelry, when it came to the conversion from dollars to pounds, was 80 pence. 80 pence for a crochet shawl pattern. Oh my gosh, what can I say? And it is called the Just Feel Better shawl. Look at that. Let's get this, what's to say, because now it's paid for, I can't give you away any information. It's a beautiful sized shawl. Now, there is a podcaster over here in the UK. yarn mug, I think. I will put her down on the screen actually. Oh, she's brilliant. She actually uploaded another video over the weekend, and she hasn't done one for a while. And she's made a few of these, and honestly, they are just beautiful. And what she's done here on this bottom bit here is she's done a thicker border. Oh my gosh, that looks so much better. Now this actually isn't done as a triangle like that, like we normally think of a granny. This is actually started at an end and it comes out, you know, just like a knitted shawl basically. It is done in a 4-ply fingering weight, so which is very good, with a 3.5 hook, which, oh, amazing. Just bear in mind, obviously, with it being crochet, it will use a lot more yarn than it would if it was knitted. But honestly, oh my gosh. It is actually by Clarissa Ryan. I don't know if you can just see that there, Clarissa Ryan. And it's the Just Feel Better shawl. So as soon as that shawl is off the hook, because I say that's all been done in bits, the cardigan's all been done in bits, the Union Jack was, even though it's one piece, it was all done in bits, weren't it? Because that was what they call them, graph gan or something. So I'm just itching to get something in my hands where I don't have to think, basically. So I've been through my stash, because now I have one. Now, I really, really want your opinion. It does actually say, it seems a lot of yarn. It says fingering weight yarn, 800 to 1,200, oh, yards. Ah, that's me boob. And I was looking at the meters. I was thinking, gosh, that's a lot of yarn. Oh my gosh, well, I won't need that one. I'll just need these two. Oh, well, it's writing at yards. No, well, I might need some of that one, actually. Yeah, I think I will still need some of that one. Right, okay, right, I'll stick with it. Right, so I want your opinion, because obviously I'm going to be getting this other one done, and I'd like your opinion to see what you think if I've chosen right, because I've never done anything like this before, you see. So, the actual shawl here that was used, she did say, use a pattern sample used about 1,200 yards in various colours. Could you imagine that in a scrappy? Oh, that is going to be my next one, actually, I think, is going to be a scrappy. You don't have to worry about gauge. Wow. And if I remember rightly, she turns just like I do with my granny squares. So it was amazing, because that's how come you get a better shape. So you turn each row. So I've just printed this off, actually. Yeah, so, oh my gosh, I am absolutely looking forward to this so much. I really am. So, right, the colours I have chosen. Now, this one was actually gifted to me by a lovely, lovely friend. And she's got this sent to me from Bobble and Badger. I love Bobble and Badger's yarn. And that's this one. And it's called the Jellyfish Forest. Now, if you look at the pinks, that is what I'm going for with the next one. Because I thought what I'd do is I'd start and then get to the end of the skein, and then about a few rows before the end of the skein, I'll start blending in, or every other row of the next colour, and do it like that, you see. But I don't know if I'm a bit too far out, but we'll see, I don't know, because I really, this was the one I had in mind. As soon as I brought that pattern, this is the one I had in mind. That I really wanted to use. But say, bear in mind the pinks, okay? Because then the next one I've chosen, which was gifted to me by my lovely friend Kelly, hi sweetie, from Lay Family Yarns, is a Squiddly Village 2022, and it's called Maggie. Now, I know this one is flecky in it, and it's got purples in it, but it's got the pink, you see. Yeah, there. And then after that one, which is another Lay Family Yarns, Squiddly Village 2022, which is called Cooper's Cottage, which then goes into like the purples, dusky purples. And so I'm thinking these, so I'll start with this, and I'm thinking starting with this, as I say, and then I'll blend in this one, but I will keep some of this aside to actually do the thicker border up the side, so it kind of all blends it in and finishes it off, so it will look, hang on, like that. Now, do you think, and I want your honest opinion, this one is too much of a contrast? So I'm going for the pink, you see. I don't know. So I ain't done this before, so oh dear. Let me know what you think. I ain't caking them up yet, because this will take me probably, I reckon I'll finish this tomorrow. So I bet you know, let me know before the next couple of days what you think, if that will go right or not. So, or if those two are too close together, those two, oh, I don't know, but oh, I don't know, but I just think it's a beautiful shawl, and I can't wait. I mean, I can't wait to get this on the hook, and it's going to be one as well where you can just take out and just go with. But as I say, so you start, I'm thinking, yeah, so you'll start at the corner, and then you come out, and then you add a border here. So I was thinking of starting off with that, the Bobble and Badger, and then blending in with the Squiggly Village, and then blending in with the other Squiggly Village, and then doing a thicker border like yarn mugs, and with this to finish it off. Let me know what you think. I don't mind. I want your honest opinion. Is that one too much of a rogue? I don't know. I don't know. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, won't we? Right then, I think that is it. I have been doing a few rows on my Granny in a Rose sock. I am on the first heel, so yep, they're coming along fine, they're plodding along, but at the moment, as you know, I am concentrating on the Christmas presents and so on. I'm just picking that up as something sometimes just for a break, to be honest. I know I have still downstairs, which I haven't even looked at yet, to be honest, is the Scandi blankets made by Anita. But then again, that's another one that's in bits, isn't it? So, you know, you do little squares and stuff, and I just need something in my hands that is just done in one piece, and that's why I thought this shawl would be fine. I don't know, I'm not sure about those colours. I like those two together. I do. I don't know if that one's too dark, if I need something. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to get some more out and have a look, won't I? And see how it goes. But I definitely want to use this one. Oh, dear me. Okay then, right. So, I'm thinking that is it for this week. Yes, I have got a busy week ahead. I did so much up here in the room last week that the weekend I didn't do anything. So yeah, I couldn't really do that, but hey ho, that's what happens, isn't it? And then I get told off. You should do it all in one go. Yeah. Oh well, he cares. He cares. Right then, okay, I am going to disappear. That's really, really annoying me where those patterns have gone. That's all I can think of is I've accidentally popped them back in that box again. But, oh well, these things happen. Okay then, right, so I'll be back on Wednesday with What Have You Been Up To Wednesday. So until then, please take care, stay safe, and as always, my lovelies, happy crafting. Bye. I think I've decided to change, and I've gone over to an autumn feel for my shawl, for my Just Feel Better shawl. What do you think? Now, these two are for my birthday from my lovely friends at Susan, Judith and Paul, and this is one that I've brought from a shop. It is a green, more of a bottled green in real life. So I think this is going to be it, don't you? I think so. Okay, I'll see you later.